Hi guys, this is Jerry. Welcome to the channel. Today is a quick video for the MG's Apple CarPlay connection. If either it's problems or issues you may have at the moment. I guess if you're watching this video, hopefully this will help in some way. I'll go through a few steps about how to, try to get the best connection out of it, how to potentially solve your problem. It's not guaranteed all these ways or steps will solve 100% of your problems, but I would say 90 or 95% of the problems will be gone by the time you finish all the steps on this particular video. And also, hopefully this video will be helpful so you save your time before you go to the dealership or before you call the service center. As always, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like down below. And by the way, this is not a tutorial video about the Apple CarPlay. If you wish to watch this or get the tutorial on how to connect and how to use every function, please search my MG CarPlay video on this particular channel. Alright, the first most common thing people have had it happens is on most MG vehicles there will be two cables or two USB charging ports underneath. Whether you're driving the ZS or ZST or ZSEV, HS, all that things, you generally have two ports at the front. Unfortunately, only one port allows you to connect your smartphone, whether it's Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. In this instance, it's the one on the left. So make sure you notice this particular symbol. That means that allows you to connect your mobile phone to Apple CarPlay. The one on the left is only for charging. It's not going to give you any connection in terms of mobile phone or app support. So only the one on the left. So we always have to use the one either on the left or either with this symbol. Depends on where you are. And the second possible problem or issue people having is potentially related to your cable. So this particular cable is a genuine iPhone cable. So this is guaranteed to work. If you buy a similar look iPhone charging cable, but from a aftermarket shop, they're not technically iPhone genuine cable. It may not work. It may be able to charge. It may not work. So that's very important. And this is another cable that can work as well. This cable is actually not from Apple themselves, but this is from a company, I believe it's called Belkin. So this particular cable, when I purchased this particular cable, there's a logo or certification on the packaging. It literally stays for MFI certification. That certification is actually from iPhone themselves or Apple themselves to be exact. That means that this particular cable is certified by Apple. That means you can 100% use this for your Apple devices, either for charging or transfer files or anything like that, including the Apple CarPlay. So that means this cable will work as well. So whenever you get the cable, either buy the Apple genuine one, then if you don't like it, that's fine. Just search for another cable that's MFI certified. Do not get anything not certified by Apple, because things can go wrong. That's what I'm saying. So that's another thing about the cable. And next, this is very rare, but it could happen, is related to either your cable. So it looks like this cable is clean and this cable is clean, this connection is clean, all that things. But then go to your phone, your charging port. Sometimes your charging port can be dusty, can be with other grease, no anything like that. You may want to do a very small clean. Doesn't have to be very tidy, but sometimes that could affect the charging connection, all that things with your phone and your screen. Basically, this is another way. And next is related to the phone. So once you plug the cord in the right cord and using the right cable, when you plug into your phone, you always want to make sure your phone is unlocked before you do anything apart from that. So once the phone is unlocked, it will ask you on your screen if you allow it, lock or unlocked. Doesn't matter, you can allow or not allow. It only means when you lock the phone, when you plug it in, it's not going to connect straight away. So we can allow it, we can not allow it. That's up to you. Allowing it means even if my phone is locked, when I plug it in, it will straight away pop up on the dashboard. So that's pretty simple. And once we finish that, we can go to the Apple CarPlay, the screen will light up. Another thing, if the screen does show something like Siri not enabled, you want to go to your Siri, make sure you at least have the second one. Press side button for Siri about the Siri command. That means when the Siri is activated, you can then use the screen. If your Siri is not enabled, you cannot use the screen basically. So that's about Siri command. And once you make sure the connection is all good and all okay, and then you are connecting the screen, but randomly it may pop up information like just not connecting, or suddenly it just cut off, then reconnect and recut off, something like that. It might be a very small, like, intermittent issue, so it's not a permanent issue. As long as your phone and screen talk to each other, you should be able to solve that easily. So there are a couple ways to go through that. First way, you can go to your phone and go to CarPlay search. So just search on the top bar, search CarPlay, which you can see on the second one. In your CarPlay, there will be a list of devices your phone has connected to in terms of the CarPlay function. In this instance, this is our vehicle. You can click this and simply forget about it. If you do forget about this car, that means you can try to reconnect and may solve the problem. This is one way. Second way, I've had that on a few customers I've known. So their phone is, obviously we don't switch off the phone every day now. So your phone can, have these small issues here and there, or small, connection issue here and there. So all you need to do is very simple. Just shut off the phone and then restart the phone. So that's one way to reconnect. I've done it with one of my customers, and then they were having all the connection fine up until a very certain day, just not connecting or just randomly pop on, pop off. Then restart the phone, it actually solved the problem. And after that, when we go to the screen, we can also restart the screen. So if you consider this screen as a computer system, if you switch on the computer this time, it might pop up a bug, or it might pop up a faulty or anything like that. It can be quite common, or can be normal. There's no panic about that. If, let's say, your screen has been working fine over the last 6 months, over the last 6 weeks, over the last 6 days, and suddenly today, when you plug in your phone, it's just sometimes pop out. It's just sometimes not working. Your phone connection, your Apple CarPlay just doesn't light up at all. It's not going to read your phone, stuff like that. Don't worry, don't panic. All you need to do, just restart the screen. So what you want to do about restart, you want to find this home button. Wherever it's located, you'll find your home button, which is the button that leads you back to home. So click and hold this home button for 20 to 30 seconds until the screen restarts. Once the screen restarts, you will have a slightly better chance of connecting your smartphone to the screen, or have a better connection to the screen. You can do this while you're driving as well. If you've done all these ways of what I have done today, and unfortunately nothing has been working, so it might be the time for you to call the workshop or call the dealership, something like that. The last thing the dealership will do is to, not the last thing, second last thing the dealership will do is to give you the newest software update for your particular screen. Sometimes when you do the newest software, it may help to, get a better connection, all the things. They'll reset the screen and all that things. And if it's still not working, and tried multiple phones, it still doesn't work, then it might have to be a warranty fix or warranty replacement if anything happens. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope that's helpful for most of you in terms of how to reset or restart your program, or reconnect your smartphone, or help you to solve the intermittent issues and all that. And I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you found this helpful. So subscribe and like, and we'll see you next video.